Toronto's my word, broski. I don't even think it's here.
Fraud. And I'm going to the police station now to report it as well.
Amount of relationships and situationships I've witnessed. Oh, and everybody looking good. Every year it gets worse and worse and worse. Do some research on that. Toronto terrorist attack? Bruh. What it do again, my good people. Welcome back to the City Views channel. So, let's see what's going on in my city. And I also want to give a shout out to all 267 of y'all, man. Y'all is the GOAT, and I really do appreciate the support. Y'all don't know how much that means to you, boy. So, let's jump into this and see what's going on.
People I don't want to see this year at Caribana or Afrofest. Coming in at number 1 are the 08s, bro. We're too grown to be partying with 08s, bro. We should be keeping Afrofest and Caribana to 19 plus. The 08s.
Actually, I kind of get his point, because last year's Caribana, man, I can say it was just mostly about performance and everybody looking good. Every year it gets worse and worse and worse. I remember one point that shit was free. You understand? Now they're putting up fences and shit, and you gotta pay, I think, $20 to walk in a goddamn crowd. $20. So everybody just said, hey, fuck that shit. We jumping that shit. You know what I mean? But for the most part, when it comes down to Caribana, man, every year he just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse. He doesn't get any better. Even for this year, I don't think I'm gonna go just for being there. I'm just gonna go capture my content and leave, and that's exactly what I did last year. Y'all should check those videos out though.
In Toronto are actually so vicious. You could like bump into them by accident, bro, and they'll literally harm you. Coming in at number 2 are the creepy uncles, bruh. Like, if you're an uncle, yeah, you could party, but yo, why are you grown? You're pushing 60 years old, and you're trying to catch a little 1-2. You're trying to catch a bubble from a.
He's not lying. He deadass ain't lying, man. There's a few people that I've seen of a certain gender that should have not been there. I've been there last year, and it was made for a real interesting view. Let me just say the most.
20-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old. Like, tell these creepy uncles to stay at home. Coming in at number 3 are the people that literally just pull up to these functions to start problems with people. Like, why are you linking up with your oppositions at Caribana and
That's another one, bro. Toronto has one of the worst hater systems that I've ever witnessed in my life. It's like almost everybody here just hates on everybody. There, I said it. Almost everybody here hates on everybody. Say something if I'm wrong. May God strike me if I'm wrong. It's just a knack in this, but I don't want to jump down into that. But in Toronto, man, it's a different niche around here. It's just different, man.
Afrofest, bro. Leave your beef at home, bro. Like, why? Why are you bringing your drama to a place where people are trying to have fun? People I don't want to.
Yo, I thought it was summer. I thought it was gonna be summer. It was just 17 degrees. What is going on? It was just 17 degrees.
Oh. That I can say, man, the weather did have us fooled last week. I think it got what, up to 20 degrees at one point. And just last night, it got down to, or the night before that, it got down to what, minus 10, feeling like minus 20. So Toronto, when it comes, or Canada, when it comes to summer and winter, I swear those are the two seasons where it's either too cold or it's too hot. And I can tell you that for the most part, we got food.
Where did the sun go? Canada, bro. Yo, why is the weather switching up on us, bro?
Warning, massive warning. Please save this video, share this video, spread this video. I'm tagging people with larger followers in this video because I personally believe that there indeed is a false flag coming, and it's not California, it's Toronto, Canada. At the time of me filming this video, it is Friday, March 13th, and I'm in the city of Toronto, Canada. Despite what legacy media would like you to believe, America is badly losing this war. And Mark Carney stated, after first being like, yeah, we support America, that Canada will have no part in this war. America and Israel started. We know that people have been making use of Google Trends, which is accessible to the public, to notice things like Bondi Beach being searched before the Bondi Beach attack in one particular place. So I want you guys to take in what's in Google Trends right now. What they're searching, where they're searching it, the date it's being searched. That's one, there's more. So again, what they're searching, where it's being searched, the date it's being searched. What they're...
Whoa. If this is actually factual, summertime ain't gonna be as interesting this year at all, is it? Because I think I said this on one of my previous videos, that ever since, you know, what's going on, I'm not going around anything called a public gathering. And then especially now, later on, sometime, I think last week or sometime this week, they're talking about they're activating sleeper cells. And Canada is a very, especially Toronto, is a very diverse city. So I'm gonna take this kind of for a grain of salt, but nothing is impossible, y'all. Especially what's going on right now.
Searching where it's being searched, the date that it's being searched. That's what they're searching. What they are searching, where it's being searched, the day that it's being searched.
I need to go do some research on that. Toronto terrorist attack? Bruh. This is not fear mongering. This is not fear mongering. This is not fear mongering. But again, certain things can't be, or certain things are reality, right? And I live in this city. I have loved ones in this city. Now, let's not think too deep into this, y'all. Just be vigilant.
I personally believe a false flag is coming for us. Tomorrow is Al-Quds Day, an event that has been going on for years in multiple cities around this world. Here it is. The pro-Israel lobby of Canada has been desperate to get this event shut down, and they've been trying to do it for years. This here is Brad Bradford, who's attempting to run for mayor of the city of Toronto.
Last week, we've had 3 synagogues in the city of Toronto shot up. We've had the U.S. consulate on University Avenue shot up. In light of what's unfolding just south of the border in Michigan right now, where a synagogue has come under attack, and similar circumstances unfolding right now in Norway, I'm calling on the city of Toronto to file an injunction to stop Al-Quds Day.
If you'd like to know why that's interesting at all, here is a post from X about Brad Bradford meeting up with the Jewish Defense League. What's that, you might wonder? That's a registered terrorist organization in America.
Whoa.
It is my personal belief that there is an imminent false flag coming for Toronto, Canada, in order to pin it on Muslims, Arabs, Palestinian, and Iranian diaspora in order to rope Canada into an unwinnable, unjustified war. Don't fall for it.
Hey, my people from Toronto, man. If y'all are watching, or anybody from Toronto that's watching this, how do y'all feel? Drop that down in the comments. Are y'all going outside this summer? And from what I'm seeing here, she posted this 5 days ago. Her Instagram is what? DANIELAMARIA_TO. Y'all can go check her stuff out. But if stuff like this is, whew.
Look at how this boss is leaving me. Look at how this boss is leaving me. Just look at how this boss is leaving me. I'm not standing here. Is this not the bus stop? No, is this not the bus stop? Is this not the bus stop?
Hey, I I can relate to that a lot more than I need to, because there's many incidents when I've made eye contact with the bus driver and they watched me headed towards the bus and pull off. So I know how this brother feels, man.
Anabos has left me right now. Bloody hell!
Another day in fucking paradise, eh?
If you're from Parkdale, you've been to Parkdale, you know. If you know, you know.
Tricking and none of these chicks can trick off. Try line man up, that's a myth. Security guard at the front and the back of the crib. I'm prang look back when I jump out the van. 6 man crapped up in the back of the.
Wait, I just had a thought. For how long I've been living in the city, I've never been in the CN Tower. But all right, I've been seeing views from other people's perspectives, and I've been always saying I wanted to go up there. But you know what? This summer, I'm going to take y'all with me. We going to the CN Tower this summer, 2026.
If the car gets spun, bros back in the bin, and I slipped up once, it won't happen again. If I was them, would have given it up. If I keep it a buck, I ain't rapping again.
Spotted a dime at the corner of my eye. She got.
This is.
I used to live downtown Toronto, and this video will either influence you to move or de-influence you from moving there. I moved there during COVID, and the rent price was really low, so I was able to get a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $18.50, and this was.
What? 1850 for a 2-bedroom? But then again, this was COVID, right? So
split between 2 people, and for me it was a no-brainer because where I was living at the time, the building wasn't the nicest in North York, but inside the apartment was good. I was paying like $11.50 for a studio apartment, so I wanted the experience. I was young, I was working, I wanted to see what the nightlife was like. I wanted to just be able to jump on a streetcar and go wherever I need to go. Plus I get to say, oh, me, I live downtown Toronto, where do you live? You know, that I felt like by saying that I had made it somehow and I was really elevating in life, and it was great for a time, and then living there stopped making sense. I got a car and it was $400 a month for the parking alone. I could have applied for.
Whew. Yeah, that's another thing too. The insurance in the city, man, it is atrocious.
For street parking, but the wait time was like 8 months to get a slot. The other thing that happened, I got offered a job and the company wanted me to move closer, and they were willing to put their money where their mouth was to make that happen. I moved after a little bit over 2 years, but it's not an experience that I regret, because you have to know what season of life you're in. Elevation and experience are not always connected. You have to know if you're in a season of elevation or you're in a season of experience. And if you're new here or you're looking to come here, there's nothing wrong with wanting to experience downtown and experience that living, but you have to ensure that you are in the right place to do that. For me personally, I wouldn't live in a city like that again, but I also can't live in the country, so I need like a nice in between, if you get what I mean. But you tell me, what type of person are you? Are you a city person?
Like, I mean, I live in Toronto, man, and I can tell y'all, man, it is so hard living in this city, especially if you're rent and buying groceries is concerned, man. It is deadly. And then, you know, they come up with these statistics almost every month about how much money you have to be making to be living a certain comfortable life in Toronto. It's just overwhelming to me, man. But you know, that's a different subject for another time. But hey, if you live in Toronto and you can relate to most of what she's saying too, just drop a comment down in the video, man.
Person, or do you need
It doesn't sleep. 24 hours a day, guys are in and out of alley doing their drug activity. This is the headquarters, basically, for most of the gangsters.
I can say this brother brave. This brother brave, man. I wonder. Hey, this
Doomstone is basically, it's a burial ground. It's a close word to tombstone. This is a burial ground, and if you don't come here and join the gang, if you don't with what they're with, you're doomed. That means you're dead, man. So it's either you're with it or you're against it. For you to be...
I really wonder what happened to this brother. Those are some very bold statements to be making like that, man. That's wild.
Here you has to be a gangster. I said that last shooting around there, cause the last shooting round behind there. So in this, if you're not a gangster around here, you don't fit in. And I'd rather die as a brave than be a gangster. Gangster don't lead you nowhere. Either jail, deported, or dead.
We're in Doomstone, where General D says over 100 people that he knows have been murdered, and most of those haven't been solved.
Cold case.
He's not afraid. He's dressed as the general. But a lot of people here are afraid.
Yep.
And maybe they should be.
It doesn't sleep.
Is everybody serious? Is everybody serious?
Here's what you have to earn per hour to afford living in Toronto.
Wow. Wasn't I just saying this? Wasn't I not just saying this, y'all? But let's see what happens.
A new report estimates to live in a one-bedroom in Toronto and still have enough left to fund basic life expenses, one must earn at least $37.66, which is more than double the current minimum wage in Ontario of $17.20. According to the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, who ran the report, Toronto now ranks as the least affordable city in Canada.
Need I say more? Need I say more? I don't say nothing else, y'all.
Here's what you have to earn.
We're driving.
This is not a...
One trend I'm not gonna hop on is the Toronto is awful, Toronto is actually mid trend. There's nothing awful or mid about Toronto.
Well, I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with Toronto itself. I mean, Toronto, the city itself, is a wonderful city. But, you know, I feel like it's more the people as to anywhere that you go, right? Everywhere is beautiful on earth. It's just the people that are there. And for me, that's somebody that's living in Toronto, man, I can tell you, there is a lot of positive things that I've been through in this city, but personally, the negative stuff, man, oof. But, you know, for the positive stuff, the culture, you know, the diversity, a lot. But then again, I don't want to discourage anybody that hasn't been here and who's looking to come visit the city. So you can take what I'm saying for a grain of salt, or, you know, do your own research and see what Toronto's about. But don't get me wrong, I do love my city.
You know, Toronto is one of the best cities in the world, and if you think Toronto is mid or awful or has turned into a third world country, you're probably from Oshawa or Mississauga, or you just are a conservative. Let's be real. Toronto is one of the best cities in the world when it comes to a combination and unbalance of food, culture, walkability, partying, entertainment, amenities.
This brother's spitting. All right.
Attractions. Listen, it's not a perfect city by any means. The only thing that's actually awful about Toronto is the traffic. I mean, I got to keep it real, right? 100% call balls and strikes just because I'm saying Toronto is not awful.
Gotta give Caesar what's due to Caesar, man. Basically, almost everything that this man is saying right here is right. I'm not going to front about it. But then again, as I'm going to say, you make your own opinion when you visit the city, or if you are somebody that's living in the city, drop a comment based on what he's talking about, your pros and your cons.
Or mid, I'm not going to pretend it's perfect. The traffic is awful. But hey, guess what? Even the TTC is overhated. Listen, the TTC, if you think it sucks, you're only using the subway. Toronto actually has one of the best bus systems in the entire world. One trend I'm not gonna hop on is the Toronto.
Hey, he said what he said. That's his own opinion. I give my little old 2 cents. What is yours? Let your brother know down in the comments, man.
Toronto is awful. Toronto.
A dangerous ass city. Let me tell you something. You could be talking to a girl, and you would think she's unknown. You would think like she's the love of your life and shit. Then you gonna come across one of those homies that gonna tell you, oh, I used to deal with that, and you gonna start hearing every.
I ain't gonna elaborate too much on that part, but y'all got yeah.
Single history about that girl, and then you gonna be like, fuck, like shit, like damn, and then you gonna be sick to your stomach for days, nigga. Not even just that, like after you finish dealing with them is when you start hearing every single fucking history, bro. Like, I'm telling you, that shit gonna make you sick to your stomach, and you just gonna wanna like quarantine for the rest of your life.
City ain't for the weak, man. Toronto dating scene is not for the weak, brother.
And shit, like you just don't want to come outside again, nigga, because everybody gonna know, nigga. Toronto is a.
What type of shit you only see downtown Toronto?
Chat, guess how much this house costs? This house alone, this small ass house, $5 million. $5 million for that damn ass fucking small.
He is not wrong, people. I've seen I think I've seen a lot of 1-bedroom houses, $2-3 million, and a lot of them are not even detached. They're not even detached. There was one that I saw, it was not even renovated, and they were selling it for $1 million. Y'all should come over here and see the prices for some of the houses. And then look at the size of the houses. Y'all would laugh in our faces.
Ass fucking house, bro.
A New Yorker visiting Toronto went off about the city's traffic in a viral video.
There are no left turning lights. What the and you are sharing a road with a monorail train. Oh my god, and the scooters and the bikes. I never felt road rage. Like, mind you, I drive in New York daily. I go to the city all the time. I have never in my life dealt with that kind of traffic.
And now a lot of Toronto residents are chiming in, with one person saying, "It makes me feel so validated that a New Yorker thinks Toronto traffic is bad." What are your thoughts on this? A New Yorker...
I mean, what are your thoughts? Like, I understand, yeah, the scooters and the bikes down there. It's especially downtown Toronto. Especially downtown Toronto. Nothing to see new there.
Why is the Toronto accent so heated?
Yo, two's my word, broski. I don't even think it's heated.
I despise the accent of the city sometimes, man. If not all the time. Especially when these young niggas do this shit, man.
Heated for real, fam. Man's are beaking and talking on a net, broski. My word.
A lie, broski. 4-4s. Beak your knives. You don't have the accent like we do. Don't be jealous.
There's 4-4s, 2-2s, 3-3s, broski. There's every RAM mathematical equations up in here, fam.
Why is the Toronto accent so...
I'm sorry I had to make you guys listen to that. I'm so sorry.
Heated.
Yo, broski, tell me why 2 days ago in Toronto it was a summertime and today there's a snowstorm. This shit is cooked.
Well, I guess we doubling it up on it.
Super cooked. Look, it's what the fuck. Sit down. Get off the next side.
Like, I mean, it can be understandable. Some people are claustrophobic and some people do freak out when they are in an enclosed space. So it's not right, but it's understandable.
All of my money was just stolen. Today I was the victim of phone fraud. Somebody called saying that they were from my bank, from the fraud department of—
We all know who the usual suspects is. But let's see first.
my credit card, that there were fraudulent charges on my card. He verified them. Asked me if I did them, and I said no, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna cancel your card right away, like, I'm gonna help you out, don't worry about it. He somehow already had access to, like, see my transactions on that card, so he went through, like, the most recent ones, and asked me, like, is this legitimate, is this legitimate? I was like, yes, like, that I know. And then he somehow got access to— I didn't give him any passwords, nothing. He, like, already had stuff. He just asked me for, like, normal verification questions. And he was somehow able to access my account, and he wiped my checking and my savings clean. I reported—
Man, I can never, ever imagine a situation of being scammed, man. Imagine the money you work so hard for, somebody, a simple phone call or a simple, click or something, and all your money is gone, just like that. I feel it for her, man. Cause this could be my mother, this could be my sister, this could be my aunt, my grandma, This is sad shit, people.
it to BMO fraud. And I'm going to the police station now to report it as well. Just be so careful when people call you. Please, just be careful.
I'm not gonna lie, like, going public with somebody who you're dating in Toronto is fucking scary. Why the fuck I go public with my little shit and I be posting him and everything, and then all of a sudden all these girls just randomly start posting him, adding me. I'm like, yo, where did these people come from? Girls, they're—
Man. To be honest, she ain't lying. Now that I think about it, there's a few people that I know that went public with their shit, and they actually told me stories about how many people are starting to come at their spouse just because they went public. I ain't gonna say nothing because this is my city, but there is some facts in this. But let's hear the rest of it, y'all.
They're sub-posting me every day. Bitch, you got it. You can have him, because I'm not putting up with this shit. And then I have people telling me, oh, well, that's why you don't go public. That's why you don't go public. You mean to think that I'm going to be getting played in the dark? That's exactly why you do go public, because, bitch, you ain't finna play with me. You are not going to play with me. You got girls over here thinking that— I don't know what they're thinking, what the fuck you got going on. But you are over here doing shit while I'm at school, I'm at work, I'm doing my shit, and you're out here linking other bitches. You are embarrassing. I'd rather be embarrassed the first 2 weeks instead of the first 2 years. The problem is with you guys in Toronto. You guys like to keep everything so quiet. That's why you be getting played and been getting dogged out for fucking 6 years. The same nigga you've been with for 6 years has had another bitch for 6 years. You guys have the same anniversary. Maybe when—
God damn. This one is just firing shots left, right, and center. And if you do feel guilty about this, maybe your ass is guilty. But at the same time, I've witnessed, man, the amount of relationships and situationships I've witnessed. Oh, Toronto, you're dating in the city. You gotta have some thick fucking skin. Telling y'all, man.
One day apart, you know, because the same anniversary is too messy, but like, bro, what? And then I people there lying and telling the man that I slept with him. Why are you guys lying? Like, ugh. But honestly, it's very dangerous, very scary, very icky Vicky vibes. Like, But anyways, yeah, I tried. I went public with my little shit. That nigga's publicly embarrassing. I'm not gonna.
There you go.
Lie, like going.
I'm just letting y'all know that ain't a lie. I promise I can go outside right now, go downtown and find somebody wearing a t-shirt or some shorts. And what's the weather today? It's -1 right now. And it's 6:36 in the evening. I can promise y'all I can go downtown right now and find somebody in a t-shirt or shorts.
Hello? What? Like, girl, you have crack all over your lips. Get the fuck away from me.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. Your lips are white. Look at them. Look in the camera and say hi. If you move the fuck back. I said look in the fucking camera, not come close. Throw it at me. No. I dare you. Move back from me.
Let me look at the camera.
Why are you touching me?
Because you're fucking yelling at me.
Girl, I will kick you in your pussy. Move the fuck away from me.
Yo.
Me.
Got chain over fucking me.
Fucking dumb bitch. It's hard.
What? It's hard.
Man, I tell you, yo, every time, none of these things ever happen to me. Huh? None of these things ever happen to me. I guess God just knows my temper sometimes is too short for nonsense like this, man. Way too short for nonsense like this.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Why it's better to live in Canada than it is to in the United States? Well, let's look at 4 reasons. Canada has a significantly lower rate of crime. It's a much safer place to be. The Toronto Police Association created in 1957. In Canada, we have universal health care, great hospitals. Canada has one of the best education systems in the world. Many other places use ours as a model for theirs. And we've got Mama's Pizza. It's been around since 1957. So have I. Government documents are processed much faster in Canada. In the United States, you have to wait in a long line.
Alright, y'all, so that's gonna do it for this video, man. What do y'all think about my city? Drop it down there in the comments. But either way, I'm grateful for every single one of y'all that's watching, who's been watching, who's new. Y'all are the and even you who who's watching and not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man. Your boy's trying to hit that 1,000. But till another video, people, just hit your boy up on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Doses.